Hello Guardians, welcome back to Right Way Gaming, and today is Friday, which means Trials is out. Now ignore the fact that I'm on control. As you can see, they've got all 3 capture points available. This is just for reference points and because it gives us a 12-minute lead time rather than a 2-minute timer. So the spawn points are A and C, basically opposite sides of this building. I wouldn't say there's any real favourable spawn point on here like there can be on other maps, but your main priority at first will look like it's to rush through here and grab this base. This is where a lot of the battles will happen. Now, as good as that can be, what I'll suggest is that you do run here to grab the special, but you want to be going outside. Now, you're probably wondering why I'm going to say this. Anybody that doesn't take the battle to this area here is either 1, ignorant, 2, stupid, or 3, just trying to have fun. Now the third one I can agree with, but if you want to win, you are best off holding this position. Mainly because 1, it's an open area with shielding here to help you recover and regen and maybe force it into a close quarters if you've got a shotgun, but you can obviously use the points here and here as sniping lanes to watch out for people as long as you've got a short range weapon for if they come up behind you. But the reason you want to keep hold of this point is it should be obvious, is that this is where the capture zone is. Point B usually is where the capture point is, which means that once that 2 to 3 minute timer runs out, this will become the focus point, and if you're already on it, you've got 10 seconds to capture that zone, and that's it, you win. Don't matter who's alive, who's dead, you win. So I would suggest this weekend, don't go rushing in there, always try to defend this point here, but even if it's outside here, because at least it gives you a chance of running up here and taking them out, and if they want to waste time gathering the inside there, so be it. Not only that, but the heavy I'm pretty sure spawns outside here as well, down there, and the inside heavy no longer appears. I could be wrong, it could be the other way around, but I'm not 100% sure because I've not played it yet. Now, in terms of tactics as a 3-man team, what I would suggest to do is keep 1 person hanging back, because you could get them trying to play a pinch where they'll run straight through coming up behind you. You want 1 man ideally covering the sniping lane here so that they can't come and pinch you from this side, and you probably want 1 man here just defending the close quarter and the capture zone, and anybody that was trying to peek through the little gaps here or over there. Other than that, I would say to let them come to you in your positions. If 1 person sees someone, call it out to your teammates, let them push you with it. In Trials, it's all about pushing together. If you see 1, make it a 3-on-1. You will win, without a doubt. You might lose 1, but you'll still kill the other person and get the res on your teammates since you're so close by. Worst case scenario, pushes a 2. A 2-on-1 is still better than a 1-on-1, and still leaves you the ability to res your teammate. Too many players play Trials as singles, meaning they run around with no real intentions, and that's why they don't get anywhere. Trials is a 3v3 team game mode, and as good as people are out there that can take on 3 people, it's a hard thing to do, meaning they're more likely to make a mistake compared to the 3 of you making a mistake. So play it like it's meant to be played, play it as a team game, push the opponents together, make sure you're calling the opponents out, and don't stay quiet, keep communicating. So when I play, I talk to the players that I'm with as much as I can. If I'm outside, I'll tell them I'm outside. If I see someone, I'll be like, there's 1 outside. If I see 2 of them, I'll be like, there's 2 outside. If I know one of them's sniping, I'll call it out. I'll tell them not to peek it, and we'll try and find another way around, or I will challenge them on the snipe because I know that I can snipe myself. It all depends on the positioning. If I'm in an awkward position, I won't challenge. If I do find myself in a good position, knowing that he's going to find it harder to hit me, I will also challenge him. Trials is all about decisions once you've got the teamwork down, so make sure that you make the right ones. And if you do make a mistake, it's not the end of the world, but don't make the same mistake twice. If you've been beaten on the snipe because you're in a worse position than he is, don't go to that same position, rework it. Try and turn it into a close range fight rather than a long range fight. You know, again, it's going back to, if there's 3 of you, he can't take 3 of you out as easy as he can take 1. Even if it's 2 of you sniping, 1 of you should be getting that sniper off quicker if there's 2 of you. Then even if he does manage to take 1 of you down again, you can then get the res. If you follow these steps and these advices, and also work on the fact that I said that you need to be holding this position, you should have a lot of success this weekend. Now, lastly, I'm going to talk about weapons. The weapons that I recommend. For this map, as an aggressive player, I would recommend hand cannons. And yeah, I know you're all like, oh, boring, yada yada. Shotguns or snipers or sidearms or fusion rifles are all feasible on this map. If you're using snipers, just make sure you take advantage of the sniping lanes in the 4 corners of the map. So the both spawn points, here and here. Obviously you want to tweak it based on where your opponents are. And then as for heavy, I'd just say rocket launchers. Heavy machine guns can be good, swords can be good. You know, you can use it to block them and stuff like that, but it's only 1 heavy round for the end of the day, so it's not the worst scenario. But personally, I'll probably go into this match using a hand cannon and a sidearm. Maybe a pulse rifle if I'm finding that my opponents are hanging back a little bit and using snipers. So again, Trials is very, very, very situational. Base your loadout off your opponent's loadout, and don't be afraid of changing. Make sure you change it up because an opponent won't expect that. Be unpredictable, use teamwork, push as a team, have some form of tactic, and you'll have good success this weekend. Hope you've enjoyed watching, and I will see you out there, Guardians. Right Way Gaming, over and out.